At 11:31 last night, we received a phone call in reference to harassment, because when I got in the car, that's what my computer screen said, and I'm taking phone calls from dispatch. But when they got here, they found 4 people deceased inside of the residence, and there was an 8-year-old that had been shot. Everybody that was shot from the neck up, almost execution style. Basically in the head. My understanding is that the victims, they came over to the fence, said, "Hey, do you mind not shooting out in the yard? We have a young baby that's trying to go to sleep, and he had been drinking, and he says, I'll do what I want to in my front yard." We had to have SWAT come out. Montgomery County Sheriff's Office provided a SWAT team for us. They came out and they cleared the suspect's house, which took a few hours, and we're just now starting the process of the crime scene.
And how were you able to identify who the suspect is? I mean, you know who you're looking for, right?
Yes, ma'am. We know him by name, date of birth. We've got his Mexican consulate card. Plus, there was a Ring doorbell on the victim's house that we actually captured him coming up to the front door with the weapon.
And how many people total were inside
There were 10 total people inside the victim's house at the time when he made entry into the house.
And you mentioned, you know, they were all inside the house in different rooms?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you also mentioned that some of the women inside were trying to cover the children? That's
correct. 2 of the juveniles were found up underneath 2 of the deceased women that were in the bedroom. In my opinion, they were actually trying to take care of them babies and keep them babies alive.
All the people in the victim's home, were they all one family? Do you get the sense that they all lived there?
To the best of my knowledge, yes, they were. There was a number of them, 4 to 5, that had just moved up from Houston within the last 3 or 4 days. That's what we've gathered so far in the investigation.
Have any previous calls for service regarding this suspect and
Yes, ma'am. In reference to the same thing, shooting his rifle in the front yard.
So this has been a concern for neighbors in the past?
Yes, ma'am. I can't tell you how many times we've had a call out here, but we have researched a little bit of that, and we have found some prior history at these residences.
And you mentioned he had a .223, an AR-15 style rifle. Did he have any other guns found inside the home as well?
Yes, ma'am.
How many, and do you know?
There's at least 2 other rifles, 2 other weapons. I don't know exactly what they are.
Sure.
I know one's a rifle. We will have to process that scene. DPS Texas Rangers are on the scene. And like I said, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office, Montgomery County Precinct 4 was here. Roman Forest arrived. Cleveland PD's helped out. Liberty County's helped out. And I mean, it's a scene of this nature just takes a lot of people when I'm in a small county, so therefore the resources, and we have to immediately put out for help, and I did that, and everybody, they came right.
And did the suspect live alone? Did anybody else live with him?
Yes, ma'am. He does have a wife. We have talked to her. As a matter of fact, we are interviewing her now. I have been in this profession for 41 years. This is all I have done my entire adult life. This is the first mass shooting scene that I have personally ever been on. It's horrific.